Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. This is the very last video in a Spring Fairy Collab 24, and it's a flip through of the journal you joined me in making, and this is the finished one. I'm just going to flip that over, and we started by making these covers. Squirrel, who ended up bringing the wand, and I made this mistake with the squirrel, if you remember, and we ended up with this book to lift it up, which I absolutely love. I can't imagine it without the book now, and that's sometimes the way crafting works. So let's have a look inside. You can see that they might be small, but they're still a bit gator mouthy. So I'm going to put that one over there for a moment, and let's have a look at this one. I'm going to bring you closer. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to have to move you out the way. I don't know whether you're still going to be in the way there. We'll move you down here. I think you're probably going to have to go right out the way. So here's the first of the two journals, and each journal has two signatures. And we're starting off with, we used this ticket as a pocket in the front, and this little envelope has a wee saying to start our journey, which says, "You'll never know how far you can fly until you spread your wings." And I just felt that that was an appropriate thing to start our journey into our journal with. And I'll just point out some things that maybe you're wondering about, but well, everything in the journal is from the kit. I mean, some of the things you've already seen, like this corner hugger that just decorates a page. This one's just decorating a page. But everything, there's the two things that are spread throughout the kit that aren't spread throughout the journals, that aren't in the kit. When we get to them, the kit or the freebies, when we get to the ones that aren't in the kit or the freebies, I'll stop and let you know. That's another wee corner hugger made out of one of the medallions. Yes, another wee fairy. The wee fairy wing used in a different way just to hide that pocket, which has a tag. And I should tell you about this, actually. Should have got that out, shouldn't I? Because if you've seen that, you might be curious. That little tag that I've used as the thing to pull out that tag is made by this punch, and it just makes these tiny little tags, and you'll see them throughout the journal, which is why it's worth kind of mentioning it if you were curious and wanting to get yourself one, or wondering how I'd done it. I'd done it with a punch. This is gold thread just underneath there for a bit of, and we've got some of the places we've got some lace and things. This is two medallions stuck together to hold a journaling space, and if I let go of that, can you hear that? They've got magnets in between the two medallions, so that's holding the writing space. This is one of the envelopes that I cut off one edge of it and created a fold out pocket, and this is one of the things that I was going to, that aren't part of the kit. There's these mushrooms, which you'll have already seen if you've been watching the other run-throughs, flip-throughs of Stacey's journal and Karen's journal, the ones I made with them. This is a freebie you can get from Stacey's group on Facebook, which is Crafty Dragon Creations, and they you've got to shrink them down to get, that's quarter size. Yeah, they come big size. So that's not in the kit. The mushrooms that you'll see that are these colourful ones isn't in the kit. Everything else, apart from one other thing when we get to it, that I'll show you, is in the kit or is a freebie that was available and will continue to be available afterwards. And this was made with a whale tail tab and just cutting it in half, putting either side and just putting a little jewel in the centre there. This is one of my favourites. Sometimes the simple pages turn out to be some of your favourites, but it's a very simple put together, but all the colours just go so lovely together. And here's another magnet used to shut this door on the perfumery. Now this is the freebie that Stacey offered through me, the specimen kit, and on this occasion I've made it into a hidden paper clip. So it's holding that postcard in place, and then because it's a hidden paper clip, I've decorated the back of it as well with just a bit of material and a sticker. So we're on to the second signature now, and I've just highlighted this fairy's wings and put some jewellery on her, and she's talking to a star because that's how fairies communicate with each other. Did you know that? No, I didn't think you did. I don't know if it's true or not, but I just decided it was for that. And there's just lots of wee bits of writing space. Because it's quite a small journal, I've tried to make lots of writing spaces so wee things can be noted. This is another hidden paper clip that just keeps open. This keeps open, keeps shut, this flip out. And this is the fairy wings on the postcard, because when they're not communicating via star message, they communicate with postcards that actually have their own fairy wings on. And this is the other thing that isn't part of the kit. These are flower fairies. Again, I've made them into stickers. I've put them into these wing pockets, wing tuck, whatever you want to call it. And they're kind of, I love the way that they're kind of in and out of them. And you can get them on Karen's Facebook group, which is Creative Paper Artisan. I'll put links of both of those below. I've highlighted this wing in gold. I decided not to do anything else to that page. It's lots of writing space. And this is one of my favourite little hidden paper clips. Have you noticed I'm a fan of the hidden paper clip? And this is the actual hidden paper clip. This is two of them that Karen gave in her kit, and all I did was I punched out a tiny hole on the one that's that paper, and then that paper there is the other one, and then I just added a wee bit of lace and a wee jewel to it. But I really like that hidden paper clip. This is another of the freebies that was given in Ephemera Week. Oh. Lots more journaling space. and that's just a mixture of different stickers in that pocket. And then in the back pocket here we have, this is another of the envelopes, but I've cut off both sides of the, oops, sorry, that's taking that too high, haven't I? I've cut off both sides of the envelopes, and then I've created a space for a notepad. Put that back in that pocket. So that's that journal finished. Take the other one out. And of course in this one we have the little spine dangle with the wand, and the spine dangle, that's the beads I made, and I foundry waxed the wand. Let's just put that down carefully so the squirrel doesn't get caught. And again we started with a pocket, this time with some of the fairy sayings in, and I've embossed her wing, and there's a wee notebook in here. Belly band, all the flowers and fairies coming to join that. A wee pocket. And this is a wee flip out with an envelope, and in the envelope there is a wee tag. So that's like, how many things can you get into one item, Kirsten? A flip out, an envelope, a tag. Most of these tags have got some kind of paper or writing space on the back, and this is a wing is a bit of a writing space. That was from one of Karen's pages, one of the more traditional fairy pages. Now this is an idea that Karen used in her journal, and I've just kind of adapted it slightly. This is the specimen that I'd already was using as a page, and it's now a window, so you can see the fairy through that side, and through this side you can see this bird on the rose. And I just felt this saying, she is a queen, does it refer to this one, or does it refer to this one? Because I've elaborated on this bird with the gold, and maybe that says, I don't know what it says, I'm just saying maybe that says the same as that there. Sorry, I won't mention the fairy writing again. There's some more of the stickers in this lovely, now this is part of Karen's kit. This mushrooms down the bottom here was one of the pages. In fact, it was the page that had the big mushroom on the front, I think. And this was mushrooms down the bottom that was left over on that page. So, and that's just some stickers that were again. And then this is one of Stacey's page tags, the one that has the triangle top and bottom. And what I've done is I've folded it. You maybe can just see that, because actually I've just noticed it needs a wee bit glue. I've folded it in such a way that if I take out these tags, you end up not seeing the white bits, but I've pocket at the back, then there's I've slit that white bit, so that creates a pocket. Well, it's a belly band more because it goes all the way through, doesn't it? But I slit that tag, and then I slit the white bit there that's concertinaed over to create another bit to hold that tag. But it needs a wee drop of glue, so let's just get the glue and just put a wee drop of glue on there. But it does allow you to to see, even though it wasn't supposed to be like that. You can see that the, oh, bubble. You can see that that's the white bit that came in between the tag that you would have written on. So I had to trim down, because when you fold it, of course, they come out underneath here. So I had to trim down those bits. So I'm going to admit to you here and now that I actually, the first one I made of these, I ended up cutting it too wrong, and I couldn't get the tags in because there was nothing for them to hold on to and stuff. But I then had to learn from my mistake, and I just think that that's a really cute little way of doing it. And we've got the fairy playing garden with the butterflies in the centre. Is it the garden? Are we going outside into the garden from the house? Or is that what inside a fairy house looks like? Doesn't look like it inside our houses. It looks more like something like this. There's some more embossing there on this book, and a wee bit of, you've seen this before, but now it's actually stuck in my journal, and I've stuck it in the wrong way. Oh dear. Learn from me, people. That's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's a moth. Moths fly all kinds of ways. This was another of the freebies that was offered in Ephemera Week. There was 4 of these different bingo cards. More writing space. Then this is the picture from one of the specimen cards, and inside it, I've turned it into a pocket, there is the specimen card of the same picture as a smaller item inside the pocket of the item. Oh, there we go. A little bit of lace has just fallen off something. And this is another envelope. Inside is a wee folded postcard, all ready to write on with a bit of, in fact it's already been written on. Oh, ooh, 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 that's a secret bit I could put back in the envelope and put away. Here's another hidden paper clip. And in this wee pocket here, this is another of the tabs that Stacey gave you as a freebie, I think. Some of them were a freebie and some of them were actually in the kit. I think this was one of the freebie ones. And I've just made that into a wee notebook. And here we're on to the last signature. Again, we've got some more of these stickers in here. Here's another one of these, and this one's thankfully the right way up. And you can see I've decorated this one with some extra wee decorations on it, which you can do. The envelope, and the wee envelope is caught under another hidden paper clip. Maybe I could use hidden paper clips too much. And there's a flap out for writing space. There's another one of these little tags on a wee tri tag. And here's another one. Now this one was originally this was the freebie, which was part, and it's got the pocket in the back. I made this in my Ephemera Week video, and there's a wrap round pocket that goes with it. However, because I'd made it so thick with the tag on the back, because it was a wrap round pocket, it wouldn't wrap round any longer, so I used the pocket elsewhere. And this has got a pocket this on the top here, and a pocket in the top of this side as well, with some space for writing or drawing or whatever. And we flip out here. I use that postcard and turned it into, oh, that's why I've only done wondered why I couldn't get that out. It's because I've only done it one side. And then some more writing space on there. And this, by the way, this here is the envelope, but I folded it up. You might remember that when I was making my signature. Folded it up, so now with it being in there, it totally disappears as being an envelope, but I know it was originally the envelope. My fairy cakes. And this is, yes, you've guessed it, it's another hidden paper clip. I didn't realise I'd put quite so many hidden paper clips in here. And this is this is a specimen book, but this time I've made the specimen slide. This time I've made it into a little book. And then at the back here we've just got some other bits that are writing on. And so that's that one done. Oh, I shouldn't have shut that way. That's what I'm going to have to be careful on when I start writing and using this journal more. So let me just bring the cover back over and put these two back in, and you'll see that they are neat. This one. And there we go. That is the flip through of my journal for our Fairy Spring Collab 2024. Well, it's just 24 is the hashtag, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for those of you who are new subscribers to my channel. I hope you'll stick around. Thank you for the regulars who I hope you'll stick around and think, where's she gone to with fairies? I've had a ball. I've really enjoyed it, and I just want to say thank you again to Karen and Stacey for taking a risk and putting this new tuber into their collab. It could have been a disaster for them, but I've just had a ball. So thank you to them. Thank you to you. Take care. Stay safe. Keep crafting, and I'll see you next time around. Bye for now. I switched off the video and set up for a still, and these little ladies said they weren't going to help, and they were very obstructive, and eventually I got out of them. It was because they hadn't had a chance to say goodbye to you, because they weren't in the video, because I'd zoomed in. So here they are, saying bye-bye to you. Take care.